Testing, one, two. Can you hear me? I can hear myself. Then. So will that be my voice on the stream? Am I speaking loud? Am I speaking loud? You can hear. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Sessions Billiards. This is the African Darts Group Challenge Cup Finals, where one of our 7 contenders we got here today has an opportunity to represent Southern Africa at the Modus Super Series in Portsmouth, UK, taking place in May month. We got an exciting lineup here for you today. It's night 2. We had quite a bit of a up and down affair with some of the players. We saw some outstanding performances from them. Our first game up tonight here is Keenan Rudolph versus Dino Deer. As we know, Dino Deer, a familiar face at the African Darts Group all the way from Kimberley. And it's going up against a debutant that we got in our system, Keenan Rudolph, who decided to join the ADG this year. So, first time for him on stream. Let's see what the boys have to produce here today. We live here, ladies and gentlemen, at Sessions. My name is Cameron Carlson. I'll be up with you in comms tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the Challenge Cup finals here at Sessions Billiards down in Cape Town. I'm your host tonight, live on comms. I'm Cameron Cadolison. I'll be with you in the commentary box. We have the first matchup. We got Keenan Rudolph versus Dean Nudier in the second night tonight of the round robin games. Keenan Rudolph on the bull. As we see, it's a little bit of a different lineup compared to the familiar faces that we've seen there at the ADG. We got 4 new entries into our system, namely Jason Purveyor, we've got Rudy van Staten, we've also got Keenan Rudolph as well in our midst, and obviously Lance Rustin. We also see the familiar guys like Edina Gill from Kimberley, Giovanni Mathie and Grant Sampson. These are the top 7 players who's battling it out for the opportunity to represent Southern Africa at the Modus Super Series out in Portsmouth, United Kingdom. As the table stands at the moment, we have Rudy van Staden with Giovanni Mathie as log leader sitting up in 1 and 2. Most of the guys are looking to make up for all their wrongdoings that they did yesterday, because of the 7 players, the top 4 will then qualify for the finals, which will take place tomorrow at Strand Golf Club at the new Unicorns franchise run by yours truly, John Steele. So the first leg is underway here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of an iffy start here from both players. We feel it's the first time, especially for Keenan, playing on stream, so it's a bit of a new space for him. We've seen Dean Nudier before, remembering that great run he had last year in Kimberley for the World Cup qualifier. So between the two, you would fancy Dean here as the more experienced player compared to Keenan. But for those of you who don't know Keenan Rudolph that much, he's shown lots of promise in his game, and hence he made the move over to the ADG. Coming out of the DSA system, he's done very well for himself, reaching numerous finals and semi-finals, playing in the Pro DSA system, the inter-district games, as well as he had a good run at the Nationals, getting into a quarter-final on his debut year. So a guy who has quite a couple of promising moments up his sleeve, and let's hope to see if he can produce the goods for us here tonight on stream. An opportunity of Dino Diana 170. Rudolph looking now to clean up the first leg with double 8. He pins it with the first dart there, 1-0 up there to Keenan, holding his throat there. It's a race to 3 in the round robin format, so it's quite a short format for these guys, best of 5. So I think the most important part here is just to get the ball going as soon as possible. It's not a space you want to be behind, especially after losing at first leg, going 2-0 down, because then the fight is really going to have to come from your end, and you know it can create a little bit of pressure on your side. But these guys are experienced enough to know what they need to do to get themselves out of bad situations. And like I said, we've got quite a bunch of experienced guys here with us today, so let's hope we are well entertained. On the boards next to us, we have Giovanni Mathie going up against Jason Purveyor. We've got Lance Rustin against Grant Sampson. Steady time there from the Rudolph switching on the 266, hoping to leave the 170, but it does not happen. So D now an opportunity to capitalize, but only a 96 now to leave him on a 204. Apologies, it's the other way around. Dino Dier was on a 266, and he managed to set them up to put him on a 170. Rudolph behind now, 200, no setup for him. So a chance now for Nudier to level the matchup here. He's got 6 darts on 171. pressure on the 78, but a great first start there from Dean. Double six. Just wise it there, leaving himself on a tricky double three there, but another chance here for Rudolph on 155. Six left with the tier to level. Switches, double two. Bags with a pin dart, with the second dart there. Dino tier leveling the game at 1-1. With two legs gone now, it's a best of three. Great 140 there from Google. And that's a start that, every dart player hope for, just to get a great start. Either 140, 180. Tan shows a bit of steadiness. Dean recovering there on the 57s. Bagging a 96 just to keep himself within the leg. Only a 60 there for Rudolph. And Deer looking to capitalize here to bring himself back into the leg. But a bit of a waiver dot there into the 5, hitting 45. So a chance now for Rudolph now. Bounce at this moment. Take advantage of his throw. Great 140 there from Rudolph. A little bit of a roll there on the side there as we saw Giovanni Maffei being a victor over Jason Rivera. Giovanni's in good standing over this competition as he's laying second on the table, so he's looking to secure his spot into the top 4 in qualifying for the final. So he did well there in his first game. Looked quite solid yesterday, just a bit of doubles that disappointed him, but he had the scoring power, so we're hoping to see some great stuff from Giovanni Maffei. Great recovery there from the tier. We see a Rudolph now on 88. Great first start, 60 double 14. Just misses out on that opportunity, but Dean here with a 126 to steal it from Rudolph. Not going to happen. So another chance here for Rudolph on double 7 to go 2-1 up. Rudolph pins it there on the second dart. Taking the lead 2-1 in the race to 3. Thought there was an important win there for him. Dino Deer not having the best of days yesterday. He only managed to win 1 game out of the 6, so it's quite an important night for Keenan Rudolph because he's got 3 out of 3, so he's hoping to start off his night with a win. is having slight technical difficulties with the scoreboard. But it's still 2-1 to Rudolph now. Dino Deer got 20 left now to level the game at 2-2. Misses out on an opportunity to level, but I feel there's no worry on his side because Rudolph is still sitting back on 229. He's looking to set it up from here. Steady 99 there. Feel there's not a lot of pressure there, so an opportunity for Dean. Double 5 now. Gets a double 5 to level up at 2-2. Last leg decider. So the darts is with Rudolph now. It's an important leg for both. We apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. We're just having a bit of technical difficulties on the scoreboard, but I will ensure to keep you guys posted as much as I can of the score. It's 2-2 here in the race to 3. It's Keenan Rudolph versus Dino Deer. Last leg decider, back-to-back 96 scores there from Keenan. 310 plays 357. D now 357, looking for something big here to keep himself back in the game. Registers a 95 to lead him on 262, so Rudolph with a 282 now. Quite a bit of work for him to do. He's not going to set up here. A window of opportunity now for Nadir to set up from 262. Okay, two darts there, looking to fold that up. And he does, and he registers the first 180 of this match. Applying the pressure on Rudolph. So Rudolph now looking to come set up from 206 here. He does so with the 140, applying the pressure back on it here. 82 left now for Dean here. 72 left. Is he looking at the treble? Dead. Bit of a mess there on 82 attempt, but Rudolph here with the 66. Opportunity for him to bag his first win of the night. Squeezed in the 54 there, so he's looking at double six. And he bags a double six there with a slight roll there to bag his first win. A 3-2 win there for Keenan Rudolph. First win of the night. He's got 2 out of 2 against Dino Deer. We apologize for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. I'm Cameron Corrales, live with you in comms. We'll be back in a few. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here live at the Challenge Cup Finals. It is night 2 here. We're live at Sessions. The first game was underway where we saw Keenan Rudolph versus Dino Deer. Keenan bagging it there with a 3 to win over Dino Deer. Of an important win for him there, as the set is night 2 for the win, as he's looking to qualify. But we have here Giovanni Mathy versus Rudy van Staden. It's quite a big game here, ladies and gentlemen, because these are your log leaders. Rudy is lane number 1 with Gio sitting at number 2. On night 1 we had Rudy being the victor over Giovanni with a 3-0 win. So Rudy's shown quite some great stuff here, quite a convincing play that we see coming all the way from Johannesburg. They started a new franchise out in Johannesburg called the Reapers, and Rudy as well as Jason Gouveia has joined that franchise and looking to build things up in Johannesburg while they're at the ADG. It has been mentioned the importance of this game. With both players getting a win in their first game tonight, you feel the winner here will then be the log leader, and they're both going to be hoping to maintain that. Solid unfortunately from Rudy, leaving himself 120, which is quite handy. So Giovanni looking to set up here. Great 2 first starts. And a brilliant 135 there to leave him on tops to put some pressure on the 120. $120 is not going to go, so an opportunity here for Giovanni Mathy to win the first leg. He's looking at double 20. Pulled it there on the last one, opening up the window of opportunity there for Rudy. He pins it there with a 60. Rudy van Staden securing that first leg there, breaking the Giovanni Mathy throw. Some solid stuff we see here from Rudy. Back-to-back 140s here. The real quality player that we're seeing was in good form yesterday, showing some great stuff, and you can see why he's ranked number 1 on the table. And it's nice to see that we have a couple of new faces at the ADG, especially a player like Rudy who's joining our fold. Just shows the quality that the ADG has to produce and has to offer as well. Giovanni fighting here as much as he can, but he doesn't have a setup now, so a comfortable 126 now for Rudy. As you can see, Sterling average there of 96 in the beginning stages of this game, but here comes Giovanni. Couldn't fill it up, but managed to bag a 140, just to keep himself within the game. But a 42 is handy here, looking at 32. Backs it on the second dart, and this is brilliant stuff here from Rudy van Staden. Taking his opportunities on the doubles. He's taking the 2-0 lead here over Giovanni Mathy. So pressure now is on Mathy. Rudy here creating a very comfortable position for himself here, and he's looking to maintain the lead. He's definitely in it to win it and looking to qualify for final fight tomorrow in Strand. We feel with a couple of wins out of the 6 games tonight, will definitely bag himself a position there in the top 4 for tomorrow. And as I mentioned, tomorrow we'll be live at the Strand Golf Club at the Unicorns franchise out in Strand. So feel free to pop in. We're going to have another tournament there as well called the Super Series Open. We're going to have some of our guys play, and then roughly after about 5 or 6 we'll have the top 4 battling it out for the prize of representing Southern Africa at the Moda Super Series in Portsmouth. Samson going up there against Dean here in the corner. And we've got the other game now. We've got Keenan Rudolph up against Jason Payer. Chill looking to do something after 3-6-6. But Rudy van Staden very steady here, 221 after 9, so he's looking to set up here. Leaves himself a bogey number, so there goes the potential 15 data. But Giovanni needs something handy here, and he can only manage to pull a 60 here, so comfortable position now for Rudy. Great done there from Rudy. Only a 60 there from Joe. Not even a sense of hope, but Rudy here looking to clean up the 62. Misses it on the third dot, but nothing to worry there on his side. As Joe's looking to set up here. Steady time there from Joe. But all he can do at this stage is hope. He's already now 3 dots and 32. Missed opportunity there from Rudy. Clinical moment now for Giovanni. I feel the 101 has to go here to keep himself back in this game. Brilliant first start there, 60, 41 decline. Went for the 9s, he's looking at double 60 now. Oh, and he just wires it. It was a golden opportunity for Matthew, but unfortunately it didn't go his way. Opportunity now for Rudy to come clean it up here. Double 2 now. Feel for a tall fella like that, double 2s. Quite the distance all the way down there, but you're now another opportunity of double 8. Bags it there on the first dart, Giovanni Matthew. You see the raw emotions from him because you know how much that meant to him. As mentioned before, this is quite an important matchup that we got here. We got the log leaders battling out here for the top position. But Giovanni there doing well, staying composed, keep himself within the game. Rudy dropping a bit there on the average spot. He's still looking solid. Giovanni managed to get a leg of Rudy as yesterday's encounter saw him was 3-0 out to the big man from Gauteng. Starting to show some steady stuff now. Only a 60 there for Rudy. So Joe looking to pounce here. It's a bit of a nervy sense here in the air, ladies and gentlemen, in this match. Early stages of the event as we are at night 2 at the Challenge Cup finals. Joe looking to squeeze in that last dart for potential 60, but no setup here. 6 darts now for the on 176. So again, that comfortability card is now in his pocket. But manages to leave himself on 135. I feel the ton here from Giovanni keeps him well within the game, so looking for something steady. takes a ton in the end, as predicted. The 135 here from Rudy van Staden. Bit of unorthodox there. I mean, generally on the 135, we know the right route is to go for the bull, but a little bit of board management there. Joey here at 121. Not going to happen at this stage, but another opportunity here for Rudy to bag a 3-1 win over Giovanni Mathé. 75 left. Went straight for the ball. Again, another incident of board management there. Missed that opportunity now, so he's opening the window of opportunity now for Giovanni with 78 left. Both players not clinching the opportunity to seal another point here. But Rudy now 3 darts on 36. And he bags it on the second dart there. Van Staden. Solid performance there from him with a 3-1 win over Giovanni Mathé. He had a great start there in the beginning, and Giovanni came fighting back towards the end, but couldn't clinch it all the way to level the game at 2-2. So 3-1 there to Rudy van Staden. Stay tuned. Our next match is up soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here at Sessions for the Challenge Cup Finals. It is the third game now of our night here live on stream. We saw Rudy van Staden being the victor here over Giovanni Mathie. A great start there from the guy from Johannesburg, bagging a 3-1 win there. Showed a solid performance, and he secured his spot in the first position of the log leader. The third encounter here, we see Grant Sampson, a familiar face that we all know here at the ADG. He's going up against the newcomer, Jason Gouveia. For those who don't know who Jason is, Jason's been part of the darting fraternity for many years, showed good promise as a player, and he's really an exciting talent, and we're happy to have him here with us. And as you can see, his first attempt at the Challenge Cup Finals, he's qualified, so it's a debut event for him. And yeah, we've seen great stuff from him, and we're hoping to see more. As we've heard the whole commotion positively, I'd say, and the emotions from Grant Sampson in the back end playing on other boards. A man that's got a lot of passion and a lot of drive. So definitely someone who's pumped up tonight. So we're hoping to see him produce some great stuff here. Steady 140 there from Sampson. Gouveia there with a nice reply there with a 135, setting himself up there on a 140, so he's guaranteed to come back at a shot at 140. Sampson looking to set up here. Double 10. Takes a step back. Oh, and he just misses it out there, and a great opportunity. Brilliant stuff there from Gouveia in the first leg. Exciting stuff here from both players. Sampson now on a 106. Looking for redemption here. I promise you, if this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear the roar of Grant Sampson. 54 now. Not going to happen. So he's looking to set it up here. Opportunity now for Gouveia. And he pins it with the first start there. And Jason there, holding his throw there, taking a 1-0 lead over Grant Sampson. It's a race to 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Sessions Billiards and Darts for the Challenge Cup Final Series here, where the winner here will get the opportunity to play the Motor Super Series at Portsmouth in the United Kingdom. Great start here to this match. Both players are 90 averages. It's still early stages, so we can see it be a bit of an up and down scale here. So both players are just hoping to maintain this level. Both players got quite a rhythm in their stances. It's a simple pick up and throw just to ensure that that flow in their game is just going. Unfortunately for Jason yesterday, it actually didn't go his way. Out of the 6 games that he played, he only managed to win 5. Sorry, he only managed to win 1 and he lost 5. But just based on the stats, he seemed quite steady, and you just felt out of all the players that he was quite unlucky, because I feel like everyone was playing the best darts against him. But we know what he's capable of, and he can produce the goods. And I mean, he's earned his spot to be a part of this Elite 7. And over the years, I myself know Jason personally. He's been in numerous championship finals, got a couple of good titles to his name, and he also comes from a huge darting family, as well as his dad, the great himself, Mr. Les Gouveia. So, he's got a big name to uphold. And, yeah, great guy in the end. And like I said, we're happy to have him here in our midst and to see him here, especially live on stream in his debut event. And a cracking start here for Jason. So 1-5 now, looking for a 2-1 lead, 2-0 lead, but the 1-5-5 is not going to go, but you feel like there's no pressure on his end. Steady 60 there to just put him under the 100 mark. But Samson, lots of work to be done here for Samson, as Samson's looking to set up. And a bit of a nudge there, keep himself in the game. Great recovery. But Jason Gouveia, too good on the finishing with a 95 close. 2-0 up now to Jason Gouveia. Breaking the Grant Samson throw in the race to 3. So he's got the darts now to back this win. But as we know, the experience of Samson, a lot can happen here. Man got a lot of fight in him. And we know the confidence and the emotion that he shows comes out of nowhere, and he can be somewhat explosive. Steady start there from Jason with a 1-2-5. He's just looking to maintain this and drive the steadiness that he has currently going. And he's just cracking at it. 125, following up with a ton. This is steady stuff here from Jason. This is great stuff here from the man from Johannesburg. Took a little bit of a break from darts. He was out there in Mossel Bay, spending time with family. And you feel the breakdown in good. He's back in Johannesburg. He's committing back to darts. And as we can see here, it seems like the break has done him good a bit. And, you know, as the year progresses, we're hoping to see much more performances, great performances from him, especially on stream as well. Samson here looking for something big to set up here from 294. Not what he wanted there with that 42, but with both players now not on a finish, you feel it's advantage Grant Samson in this leg, although it was Jason's throw, because he has the first opportunity to set up now from a 209. It's only registered 59 there. So 150 is quite a tall order. $150 now for Samson. And it's not going to go, so you feel this is a massive opportunity here for Jason to take a 3-0 win over, take a 3-0 win here over Grant Samson. 76 left. .32 scored. Was hoping to get the 60 to leave him on top, but 32 leaves him with 24. You call it kind of a happy accident. Not the end of the world there for Jason. You feel Grant is on 103. He's still got to use all 3 darts to check this out. Struggles there from Samson. Unfortunately, the 103 is not going to go, so another opportunity there for Jason. And he backs it there on the 3rd dart there to take a 3-0 win over Grant Samson. Was all the way in the 80 mark averages, but just came under there with a 79. A brilliant performance there from Jason Gouveia. A 3-0 win over Grant Samson. We're live here at Sessions Billiards Darts at the Challenge Cup Finals here. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back soon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here at the Challenge Cup finals here at Sessions Billiards and Darts. We now just witnessed a thrilling match here between Jason Gouveia versus Grant Sampson. Jason there sealing the win there over Grant Sampson, showing some steady stuff there from the man from Johannesburg. And now we're here in our next matchup. We got Dino Deer, second game now on stream, versus another debutant that we got in the fold, Lance Ruston. His first game here on stream. As we know, a guy like Lance Ruston has been years in this game, just about 20 years of solid darts. We know he's got quite a couple of titles in his coffers, and he made the decision to make the move over to the ADG to at least give himself a chance and show us what he's capable of. And let's see what the man has to produce. He's going up against a guy we've seen quite a few times on stream, Dino Deer, all the way from Kimberley. As we know, he is Kimberley's #1 ranked player, so he's got a lot to represent now that he's all the way down here in Cape Town. Both players not having the night that they hoped for, especially yesterday as well. But they're both looking for at least their first win on their belt for tonight in night 2. Steady stuff there from Ruston, registering a 140. Leaving himself a great setup there with 108 left. So Dino Deer, quite some work for him to be done here with 245. Couldn't find the treble there, so the last dart swayed there into the 5, but a great opportunity here for Ruston on a 108. So he's got 6 darts here. Steps over to get a better angle at the 54. Steady time there from the Deer, leaving himself 115. But you feel at 60 years handy for Ruston. Missed opportunity there for Lance. The Deer looking to come here from the back end here to come pip this 115. And he stays there, tops left. Oh, and he just misses out on a great opportunity there. A great attempt there from the guy from Kimberley. 25 ball to leave him on tops. But Ruston there with the first dart at the 55, pins it there and bags the first leg in the race to 3. It's 1-0 now to Lance Ruston as he broken the Dino Deer throw. So he has a dart now to take a 2-0 lead. Back-to-back 96s there from Dino Deer. His game is quite steady on the 9, especially on the 57s. The way his dart line to the board, it's very in an upward motion. So when it hits below the trip 20 bed, he kind of blocked the 60 segment, and hence he switches down to the 19 just to create himself a better angle. He's doing well here in this leg, 96, and followed up with a ton. Ruston now far back here on a 166. You feel he needs a 2 treble visit. Manages to get 1 here, but Nadir looking to set up here. And he does so brilliantly with a 125, leaving him on 84. Possible 15 dart here we're seeing from Nadir. $84 now for Nadir, 64 left. Went for the safer option, knowing that Ruston is down on 202, so no pressure there from him. He's guaranteed to come back to level the match up here for one apiece. Missed opportunity there for Dean. So a long shot here for Rustin, the 158. .158 is not going to go, so another opportunity for Dean O'Deer. Double 8 it is. A double 8 he gets on the second dart. Levels the match here at one apiece, Dean O'Deer. So he managed to break the Lance Rustin throw back here. So now he has the darts now. With a race to 3 on this level, this stage in the game, it's 1-1, so it's kind of a best of 3. So you feel it's quite important now for players to pounce at every moment or opportunity that they get, just to at least bag a leg. You feel this is important because both players don't want to put themselves in the position where they're 2-1 down. And again, we see some great switching there from Dean O'Deer. As I mentioned earlier, in his 19 switchings, where he's quite good. Rustin replying there with a brilliant 140. Bit of a mess there from O'Deer. So you feel this is a great opportunity for Rustin to score something big here. Steady turn there from Lance. It gives him a bit of a head start. But O'Deer doing well here to set himself up, and we see again he's switching on the 57s in this match has been brilliant. Great recovery there from Lance on that last dart, pegging the 60 there to leave himself a handy 124. O'Deer looking at the 154, but it's not going to happen, and he's made a bit of a mess of it. So this is a great opportunity here for Lance Rustin to come break the Dean O'Deer throw. Great last dart there from Rustin. So tall order here for O'Deer on a 131. .55 only. Rustin coming back with a 44. 44 needed to break the throw and take a 2-1 lead. Bit of a force there on that 32 on the last dart, but an opportunity now for Dean O'Deer. 76 left. And he pins the tops there with the third dart in hand. There was a pivotal moment in that leg. Dean O'Deer securing it there with a 36. .2-1 to the good for Dean O'Deer. You feel Lance could be kicking himself here, but you feel as long as he keeps the composure, which is something that he definitely has for a guy who is experienced as him, you feel he can make some magic here to bring himself back into this match. He's definitely on the back foot now because he has the throw in this leg, but he's going to have to use it now to level the match at 2 apiece, because in the next leg, if it does go for 2-2, it will be advantage to Dean O'Deer, as he will have the throw in the last leg decider. The dart there lost on the floor, so only managed to score 40. Both players now looking for that first big treble. Steady ton there from Nutia. Just to keep himself ahead in this leg. 190 plays 296. Only a 60 there from Rustin, so a massive opportunity for Nutia to set up here from the 190. Brilliant stuff there from Dino there. Steady ton there. You feel Rustin here in this stage of the game. 140 keeps him in the game. You can see the composure from the man. No setup there for Rustin. So 6 dots now for Dino here. 190. Sets it up there with a basic 54. So he's coming back from 3 dots for double 18. Rustin looking to put some pressure on a one from a 171. And Odeer pins it there with a 3rd dart to take a 3-1 win over Lance Rustin. Dino Odeer the victor there in that matchup against Lance Rustin. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We got more matches up for you. The next match we're going to witness next should be a cracker. We got Grant Sampson up against Keenan Rudolph. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here and live at Sessions Billiards and Dart Club here at the Challenge Cup Finals here at Sessions, where we've got our top 7 qualifiers battling in our forward spot at the Modus Super Series in Portsmouth, UK. We've seen some exciting affairs. We've just witnessed now Dean O'Deer being the victor over Lance Ruston. And now we've got something exciting for you guys. We've just seen quite a match lineup there between Grant Sampson and Giovanni Mathia on the other board. It was a 3-2 affair, and Giovanni being the winner there, checking out on a 1-2-5 to seal it. And now we got the man back on stream here, going up against one of the promising players that we've got in our midst, which is Keenan Rudolph. It was a late call up into the affair, but he took the opportunity and he's managed to qualify, so he's producing the goods. I've had a chat with him earlier. He says that it's a massive opportunity for him, especially for him to be here to play on stream, and there's a lot of excitement riding with him, so we're hoping to see that he produces good stuff. And he's off to a great start here in the first leg, 2-1 after 9, looking to set up. At this stage of the competition now, players are determined to bag as much wins as they can. With the current standings now on the table, you feel that Giovanni Mathia and Rudy van Staden is looking good to qualify as the 1 and 2 seed in the group stages. And it's looking like it's a battle for 3rd and 4th place amongst the players. And as you can see, it's a fight between not just all of them, but mainly like 3 or 4 of the remaining players left. So it's quite an open field. So at this stage, every leg, every match is important to these guys. Sampson, they attempted the top stops there. Did well there to set himself up, but Rudolph now with a 95. And a great finish there from Rudolph there to bag a 95. Holding his throw there. Great start there from Rudolph. Sampson looking for redemption here to bring himself back into this match. He's got the dots down in the second leg. Rudolph will definitely be looking to break through here and then obviously hold on the next one. Steady turn there from Sampson to the start of the second leg. And Rudolph pegging back there with a ton of himself. Feel we might see a little bit of emotion and a bit more drive in this match between these two. Sampson looking good now. Registers the first 180 of this match. Definitely a man with fire in his heart. And a huge spring in his step. The passion and the emotion of this guy is just out of this world. That's how we know how the samurai is. He's going up against a calm, cool, collective Keenan. Calls himself Kong as his stage name. Keenan Kong Rudolph has a nice ring to it. And a staggering there from Grant Sampson there, putting a 14 darter with a 55 checkout there to level up and hold his throw. Exciting stuff here. in this match. It's 1-1. Grant Sampson versus Keenan Rudolph. Not the start that Sampson hoped for, but Rudolph looking to capitalize here. Good recovery there in the last start, managing to hit a 57. But look at Sampson. Sampson coming back there with a 2 treble visit with a 140 there. Forcing Keenan, putting some work here. But some drop darts there on the floor, but he manages to register 120, so it's good enough to keep him in the match. Sampson on fire. Sampson's just keeping at it, and another 180 there from Grant Sampson. Not the reply that Rudolph hoped for, so advantage here, Grant Sampson. 6 darts on 157. This is a massive opportunity for Sampson to break the Rudolph throw here. The Keenan looking for something big here, just to save his throw. Bit of some wayward darts there, so we're seeing a bit of struggle there. That's 40 scored, so that's 72 left. Tall order, the famous Raymond van Barneveld outshot 156. Great time there from Rudolph just to apply some pressure on the 67 from Sampson. Double 80 now. Missed out on that great opportunity there. So Rudolph looking to redeem himself here with 56. Not what he hoped for. Sacrifice 1 dart now. So now he only has 1 dart on double 16. This has to go. And it does go there. Keenan Rudolph there bags it on the 3rd dart there. This is intense here, ladies and gentlemen. As I've mentioned, this is pivotal moments of the stage of the competition. Every single player is looking to bag every single leg and hoping to bag as much wins as they can, because we're drawing towards the end of night 2 of the group stages, the second round robin matches. These players are fighting for a spot in the top 4 to play in the finals out in Strand Golf Club at the Unicorns venue, and a spot to represent Southern Africa at the Moda Super Series in Portsmouth in the United Kingdom. And Sampson at it again. Great start there, 83, 140. This man means business. Three 180s now in this match, and all 3 180s coming now from Sampson, but Sampson still behind here. And if you look at the average, it's steady stuff here from Grant with a 90 average versus Keenan 72. Like they say, the wins is the ones that count. Averages is only a guide. But it also shows you the importance of your throw and the importance of winning the ball. Great setup there from Sampson, leaving it handy there with an 88. Keenan needs something big here. Not going to set up from 295, so no pressure from for Sampson. You feel Keenan is at this point thinking about that last leg decider. He's just going to go through the motion to hope to get an opportunity. Squeezes in a ton 40 there. But unfortunately, I hope he's not going to help him here, because Grant levels it up to make a 2-2. And it's now sudden death, ladies and gentlemen. Keenan having the darts. It's a brilliant first dart from Rudolph. He's looking to fill it up. And Keenan Rudolph there. The steady 140 in this last leg decider. Can Samson capitalize? Steady turn there from Samson to keep himself within this leg. Rudolph looking to maintain here. But a force entry there that last dart. Sure, he's not going to be happy with that 22. That 22, Grant had an opportunity now just to level things out and bring himself back into this leg. Keenan doing well there on the last start. They're bagging a 60. Samson squeezes the 60 himself on the last start with the 81. Done there from Rudolph. It's tight here, ladies and gentlemen. It's nervy. Steady stuff there from Samson. 140 plays 160. Brilliant first start from Rudolph. Took a shot at the tops there based on how the first start was lying, but he did well to leave it handy. 160 is not going to go for Samson. All he can do is hope now at this stage of the match. But Rudolph here with an opportunity to bag a 3-2 win. And he bags a 3-2 win there, Keenan Rudolph. A win over Grant Samson. That was intense stuff there. Great sportsmanship between the players. Well done there to Rudolph. It was a great affair. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Sessions Billiards and Darts. It's the Challenge Cup Finals here in Cape Town. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here live at Sessions Billiards and Darts at the Challenge Cup Finals. We've just witnessed an intense encounter between Grant Sampson and Keenan Rudolph. Keenan Rudolph being a 3-2 victor there over Grant Sampson. We saw the raw emotion from both players. As I've mentioned, at this stage of the competition, we're at night 2. Every point and every game is pivotal for each and every player as they battle out to make the top 4 of this Covenant event, as they will battle it out tomorrow at the Strand Golf Club at the Unicorns franchise venue. We now got Giovanni Mathie going up against Lance Ruston. We've seen some steady stuff from Giovanni Mathie. He's been in great form lately and he's looking to maintain his ranking at the top 2 of the current log. Lance Ruston, still a lot of work for him to be done. He's still got a bit of an outside chance here to get himself into that 4th position. But you can see the man there is giving it his all. And we're hoping that everything, all the best for him going forward into the competition. And hopefully a little bit of luck can come on his end. A great start there from Giovanni Matthias. Brilliant 1-1-6 there to pin a 15-dot leg in the opening leg of this match. Held his throw very nicely there. Putting Lance Ruston here on the back foot. So quite a bit of work here to be done in the early stages of this match. We're starting to see some great form out of the players. You can see the steadiness flowing. You can see the comfortability that these guys have in their throw and the bit of confidence that's raising. Especially those who feel like they're in that motion already. We've just witnessed a brilliant game between Dino Deer and Rudy van Staden. It was a 180 affair galore, even against Grant and Keenan Rudolph. We've seen 4 180s in that match. Grant pipping 3 over there, but unfortunately he fell short to a 3-2 defeat. But we've heard of the performances of Dino Deer down in Kimberley. Potential 9-dot miss on the double 12, and he had another attempt here tonight, but unfortunately it didn't go his way. But I must say, I think the man of the 2 days is Rudy van Staden. He's really showing some great stuff here in this tournament. His first time and his debutant here at the ADG, and it's great to see the quality of players that the ADG have gained, and they're just showing that as an organization that we are growing in stature with caliber and quality of players. So exciting times ahead and much more to be offered in terms of opportunities, growth, and as well as players, especially the growth of the players' games as well. $161 here for Giovanni Mathie. Great shy there at the board, leaving him with 24, so a tall order here for Ruston, 131. Giovanni Mathie looking solid here, 97 average, 24 left. Pins it on the 3rd dot there. Giovanni Mathie breaking the Lance Ruston throw to take a 2-0 lead. He has the darts now to come seal the win. This man's looking to maintain this form. He's been in great shape. Even yesterday, I was helping out with the scoring, witnessing a couple of the guys' games, and Giovanni Mathie was definitely one of the players who stood out. Just felt the doubles let him down a bit, but his scoring power was phenomenal, and he's looking just, and you can see here he's maintaining that level of scoring. And he's polishing up a bit more nicely onto the doubles. So we're seeing some great stuff and some great form from Mathie. We're still looking to witness that experience and that bit of oomph that we can get from Ruston, that we know that he can play. He's done well in the qualifiers to qualify for this event. Being the 2nd seed of this tournament, as that alone speaks for itself, his stature of a player. Mathie looking to set up here, but it's not going to happen. Lance now got 6 starts on 164 to at least bring himself back into this match. Only 51 scored there from Rustens. Giovanni's 85 at least puts him in contingent for this leg. 113 is not going to go, so an opportunity now for Mathie to pick a 1-2-8 to take a 3-0 win. Great setup there from Mathie. 65 left now for Rustem to keep him alive in this match. First dart on the 25, and he pins it with the second dart back in the 65. So it's 2-1 up now to Giovanni Mathie. Lance Rustem pulling one back there, breaking the Giovanni Mathie throw. So he's got the darts now to level this match up at 2-all. Steady turn there from Mathie. Lance looking to capitalize here. Not the start that he wanted. Still in the 400 range after 6, when he managed to get out of there. And both players looking to set up here. Great 125 there from Rustem. Giovanni looking to capitalize here. Couldn't find the treble bed, so comfortability now for Rustem. 6 starts on 135. Was probably looking at the safer option to go for the 95 and leaving himself on tops. We know he's a steady player on double 20. Oh, and look at that from Giovanni Mathie, 140 to apply pressure on the 90 there. But Lance Rustem now, 90 left. Hitting a 5, so it forces him to go for a treble. He's not going to get it. Bit of a mess there for Rustem. And what an opportunity now for Giovanni Mathie to come seal this match. Missing out on the opportunities. Chances now back with Lance Rustem. An opportunity to level this match at 2-all. Can't find the doubles. Great marker used there, and another solid win there for Giovanni Mathie. Man has been in great form. a 3-1 win over Lance Ruston. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got a couple of games up for grabs. One more game left. Stay tuned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here at the Challenge Cup Finals. We're live here in Cape Town at the Sessions Billions in Darts. We're down to our last match affair here. It's the battle of the new franchise up in Johannesburg, the Reapers, and we're here with the boys from Joburg. It's Jason Gouveia up against Rudy van Staden. I must say we've witnessed some great performances from both players. It's been a solid performance right out from the start for Rudy van Staden. The man has bagged 10 wins to his name, so he's only got the one loss, so he's definitely the man that's on top of the table. Irrespective of what happens here, the man has qualified for finals, and we will see him tomorrow in the top 4 at Strand Golf Club. Looking how the whole event pan out, if you look at Jason Gouveia yesterday wasn't the greatest of starts. He had one win and lost 5, but today he definitely changed things around. He came back and he swapped it completely. So yesterday he was 5 losses, 1 win, and today he's 4 wins with 1 loss. So he really got himself up there. A massive contender now within this top 4. Currently, he is sitting at number 4, so he's hoping to at least maintain that to qualify for tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. It's a great start here from Jason. Starting off with a 98 average, 109 after 12 darts, so he's looking for a potential 15.
Depois isso foi ontem. Cadê?
61 left for Gouveia. A bit sticky there for him in this first leg. Was looking for the 14 there to leave himself on top, but he needs to rectify this because Rudy van Staden is now waiting on 104, which is a potential checkout for him. And the way that he's been playing, you fancy him on the 150, on the 104. But let's see what happens here. So Jason leaves that handy now. .104 is not going to go. 32 now for Gouveia. And Jason pins it there with the first dart. Solid performance there from Jason. He's holding his throw there to take a 1-0 lead up against Rudy van Staden. Great stuff there from the man from Joburg. It's the battle of the guys from Gauteng. It's the last match affair here of the Challenge Cup Finals. I think I'll be the first to say on commentary, James Bond. Apologies there, we had a little bit of a hiccup. It's 1-0 to the good for Jason Gouveia up against Rudy van Staden. It's the last match that we have here of night 2 at the Challenge Cup Finals. This is pivotal moments of the event. Players are looking to seal every single leg that they potentially can, as well as bag a win to hopefully qualify for the finals night, which is tomorrow at Strand Golf Club. It's the top 4 out of these 7 players that has qualified here that'll battle it out for the Modus Super Series, which is going to take place in Portsmouth, United Kingdom. I can assure you now, based on how the log is looking, we have Rudy van Staden and Giovanni Mathie, who has bagged their positions already. We're definitely going to see them as the number 1 and number 2 seed. Number 3 and number 4 spots is still open. Lots to play for. Let's see what happens here in the last round. Rudy opted to split there on the 18. Suitable move there from the big man because Jason is not on a finish. Not doing much there to pressure the double the 4 that he got left. And a tall order here for Jason. 1-4-2. It's a massive outshot here. We've seen him add a couple of shies on big checkouts. Rudy now into the madhouse. Double trouble for Rudy van Staden. Golden opportunity for Jason Kuvaya. 82 left. Tops required. Bit of an overpitch there. But it was a good attempt or a great opportunity for him to come steal that one and make it 2-0. But Rudy van Staden bags the second leg there at double 1. It's one apiece here in the final match on the live streams. It's the battle of the boys from Johannesburg. And it's exciting stuff that we see now in the ADG because we have both players who's part of the Reapers franchise up in the Gauteng province. It's been a while since we've touched soil in Johannesburg, and we are definitely excited to go back there this year because they're hosting an ACT. So it's exciting stuff that we're going there, and we're looking forward to it because I think we've got two great, not just players, but great guys as well, who I feel is also like ambassadors for the sport, as well as Jason Kuvaya. We know his involvement in the sport of always wanting to uplift it, and we feel he's great. He's a great influential lad, so we're hoping to see great stuff from him as well. He pins the first 180 of this match. Done well there, sets himself up on the 1-4-2. 1-4-2 after 9. No pressure there from Jason. Guaranteed to come back. Solid 140 there from Van Staden. Just to give himself a chance in the outshot for a 156. But Kuvaya now with 86 left. Looking to hold throw here. Misses out on the big target. But a good recovery there on a 51. Leaving 16 there. But Rudy here, tall order, 156. It's not going to happen. So an opportunity now for Jason Kuvaya to take a 2-1 lead. And it's 2-1 to the good for Jason Kuvaya. It's a race to 3. Jason Kuvaya is now 2-1 up. Held his throw well there. So he's definitely looking to break Rudy's throw here to seal it at 3-1. Rudy struggling to find a treble, only managing to eat straight 60s. Another trebleless visit there from Van Staden. Finds his first treble in this leg, and he definitely capitalized on that 133 there. That was a great shy there from Rudy van Staden. Jason losing a couple of points there on the floor. So an opportunity now for Rudy to bring himself back into this match. Kuvaya looking to set up. straight as can be. Registering 4 60s, 3 straight 20s in this leg. No outshot here for Gouveia. What a 180 there from Jason just to apply a little bit of pressure. Rudy looking to capitalize here. He misses out on an opportunity, and what a chance now for Jason Gouveia to come seal this at 3-1, 19 left. A win here will definitely see him in the qualifying spots for finals night. Double four. A double four he gets. Jason Gouveia, a massive win there over Rudy van Staden, and I think that puts him in that 4th position now, as he will be now the 4th qualifier in tomorrow's top 4 finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for the Challenge Cup finals. We're live tomorrow at the Strand Golf Club, where we will see the top 4 players battle it out for the Motor Super Series qualifier for Southern Africa, as they will participate and represent us in Portsmouth, United Kingdom. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cameron Carlson.